in your ear hole. Um, I'm not saying that what I was gonna be saying is gonna be triggering. Though I have triggered people accidentally. For different reasons, but the reason that I want to focus on is purely by being a man who's a woman. I know this is fact. I know I've triggered two people just by existing in their space. Um, they said so. And it was a beautiful moment because um, that's my goal. That's my goal for. I mean, there's different kind of triggers. There's triggers what people do on purpose, yeah, and that isn't cool. But there's also triggers like what people do accidentally, right? And my goal is to just be triggered, just be triggered, not have any negative thought loops going about oh, I'm weak, I'm not up to their vibration, this is why this happened, I've got so much growing to do, or or anything like that. My goal is to, because it's just the way they said it, both of them. One was on the way to Morrison's, yeah, and one was on the train. And she said something like, he is, I've gone, and then the other girl, she goes, I'm triggered. She just says, I'm triggered, because I was walking past in a very feminine way, very womanly way. I was clearly a woman, a man who looks like a woman, a man who is a woman, just walked past and she got triggered. And so on the subject of triggers, do I know if this is going to trigger anyone? Hopefully not. My aim in life is not to, is to, for my channel to be as trigger free as possible, and if I think that there's going to be a trigger, I'll give a trigger warning, kind of thing. Trying to straighten this thing up. It moves. And negative thought loops. There is a time to indulge. I can feel it in my mind. The situation in my mind where I actually need to go into a negative thought loop, I can feel it. I mean, I tried for a while, instead of going into a negative thought loop, just thinking logically about things, trying to work problems out, problems in my life, and that worked for a while, but it didn't. There's this word, phrase stave it off. It didn't stave it off 100%. I still needed and this is the first time that I've needed to go into a negative thought loop in since the 3, 4, 5 days that I've learnt about it, yeah. So I'm not doing too badly, but I went into it a little bit, because what it is, yeah, is when I stress, it reduces my psychosis right down. All the magical things that are happening will be less and less and less and less. You know what I mean? And it can even bring me right out of psychosis if I'm deeply and heavily and in the fullest kind of psychosis that I ever get. I've been in that situation where I have worried about something, and my psychosis just disappeared. So in that, I'll repeat what I said, right? When the situation is that I actually need to go through a negative thought loop, so that I'm stressing, so that I'm reducing my psychosis, I can feel it, so that's what I do. My experience of this is just what happened today. I knew I needed to, I did it, It happened once, like I say, but now I know what to do. And fingers crossed, it's not going to happen very often because, like I say, I do have the skill of thinking. Thinking. The first stage is, or step, is thinking about the positive things in my life, thinking about the small things. This is the theory, is just spitballing, right? Thinking of the small things, and then I think of the bigger things, the things that really give me emotions of like, oh my god, that is so fucking dope, yeah. And then what I do is I logically work out how I'm gonna make that happen, how I'm gonna sort of like optimize or maximize my chances of manifesting that really super duper positive thing, in a like a logical way, going through logic, trying to figure out how to do this the best way I can do it. I could be lying. No, I've done it. I've done it, not to like, not in a huge way, but I have done it. I have tried it, because things are happening so fast. Things in the last few days have changed so quickly that, to be real, I haven't noticed myself doing it that long, But yeah, so I'm going to leave this video here. I hope I have fucked your head up, but I hope I haven't triggered you. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.